this is today's weather. As you can see, the so-called beast from the east has apparently got to us, and it's not looking like it wants to stop anytime soon. Looks like I'm filming indoors today, and yeah, I'm going nowhere today. I'm just going to stay indoors and look at the pretty snow and maybe do a video or two for you. Hi, and welcome back to my channel. As we currently have snow outside, and me and my stick and my mobility issues, I am staying inside and in the warm, but I'm going to take the opportunity to get some filming done. So I'm going to do 3 different videos today, hopefully. First one is another foundation review, and it's this Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. As you can see, it's not new to me. I have been using it for a while, but obviously my channel hasn't been around for me to be able to review it for you until now. And I'm in shade Light 44 Cool. So, if you want to see how this applies, and whether I like it or not, and how it wears through the day, you're in the right place. Keep watching. And of course, how could we possibly move on without the song? When will I be YouTube famous? Let's skip back a couple of hours to before I put all this on. Right, as always, face is freshly washed and moisturised, and I'm going to prime with this. I'm going to say this in all of my videos because obviously I don't know how many of my videos you've actually seen yet. This is actually it's actually a facial antiperspirant, because chronic pain and side effects of meds make me sweat a lot on my face. So I use this, otherwise I can kiss goodbye to my makeup in about an hour and a half, sometimes less, sometimes more. Now, I used to put another primer over the top of this until one day when I either forgot or I ran out of primer or something, and I realised that this is actually a really good primer by itself. It leaves your skin ever so slightly tacky, so your foundation clings to it really well. It's not expensive, it's about 10 quid I think on Amazon, so definitely worth considering if, like me, you struggle with sweaty face. Okay, so as I probably explained in my intro, but I haven't filmed it yet, so I don't know what I've said or what I'm going to say. This is the foundation I'm doing today, which is my Kat Von D Lock-It in shade Light 44 Cool. Now this is a very thick, full coverage foundation. 24-hour wear, full coverage, transfer resistant matte finish. So we give it a bit of a shake. As always, my phone case that I put my foundations onto. Please excuse my phone. Okay, as you can see, really thick consistency on this one. So I'm going to try popping it on with a sponge today. As always, the middle of your face is where people look first, so that's where you need to concentrate your foundation application, and then it can just, as you go towards the edges of your face, blend out a wee bit more. Now, the reason I'm putting it on with a sponge instead of a brush is because the sponge does shear it out ever so slightly. Because I'm not going for full cake face today. But as I'm going to be doing a bit of a stronger eye look, I do need a wee bit more coverage than my normal daytime sort of light medium foundations, light medium coverage. Now obviously if I want I can build this up to be full coverage with the sponge. If I want this full coverage I do tend to use a brush though, and then just go over it with a sponge afterwards just to get rid of any brush marks. One thing I always notice with this foundation, it does smell a wee bit like paint, but the smell doesn't last for too long. So there we go, that's that first bit put on. And I think concealer wise today I will go with the Too Faced Born This Way Radiant Concealer in Very Fair. Now, as you know, I always like to put this in or on with a flat foundation brush. I don't do these huge triangles that you see other beauty gurus, not that I'm a beauty guru, doing, because I'm not 20 anymore and my little crinkly under eyes don't need the help. And also it's not necessary. It looks great on camera with all the studio lights and everything. But in real life it can look a little bit like you've been stood at the side of the road when the Blue Circle cement wagon was going by and copped a faceful. I don't use an eyelid primer. I find that my concealer works just as well, and I have got oily combo skin. If you prefer to use an eyelid primer, then crack on. You do you, baby. But for me, I find concealer does just the job. It's one less thing you've got to buy at the end of the day. Okay. Right. I am going to go off camera now because I'm filming a different tutorial at the same time. And when I come back, I will hopefully have a full face of makeup on, so we can then see how this copes through the day. It is currently midday, so that's my check-in time for when I finish doing this. I will see you in, well, for you it's going to be pretty instant, but how about you give that subscribe button a little push? Go on. See, I've even got my dimple out to say please. Alright, enough self-promotion for 1 minute. See you when I'm hopefully looking a lot more colourful. Alright, see you soon. Hey, I'm back. As you can see, face is very much more colourful. Hair has gone curly as my mind. Oh, my hair has a mind of its own, it really does. And with this snow, I'm lucky it hasn't gone static and I'm not sitting here with like a frizz bomb on my head. Okay, this is the smoky eye look that Shona requested, and it's using the two Jeffree Star Beauty Killer and Androgyny palettes. And I'm just knocking the bottle over on the table, that's really clever. Thank goodness the lid was on. And using this Essence Metal Shock Shadow to do a half cut crease. Normally on a look like this I would have put lashes on, but I haven't done my lash tutorial yet, and it's not fair to suddenly appear with false lashes on if I haven't shown you how to do it. But here we go, evening makeup. What do I think of this? Well, so far it's looking good. It's not settling into any of my fine lines. It's looking still nice and hydrated under my eyes there. It's not looking too bad around the nose. Not settling into my laugh lines. And it's still on my chin. Now obviously my check-in was 12 o'clock, but where I'm doing other videos it's now just gone 1, so it's only been on for an hour. I will check in with you later on today so we can see how this is going, and I can give you my final thoughts on the Kat Von D foundation. Okay, hopefully you're enjoying this so far. There's a like button if you are, and there's a subscribe button just there with a notification bell next to it. It'd be great if you join my notification squad so that you know every time I put up new content. Alright, I'm going to pause you for now, and I'll be back in a few hours' time, but it's going to be pretty instant for you, and we can see just how this foundation's doing. Alright, speak to you soon. Bye bye for now. Hi, welcome back. It is just after 5 o'clock, so this has been on for about 5 hours now. So let's have a bit of a scoot in and see how it's faring. Okay, well it's not settling in the fine lines, so that's good. It's not gone too dry under my eyes. There's not a huge amount of transfer of my mascara, which I do suffer with a lot. There's still foundation on my nose and what looks like a spot on the way. You were not invited. Yeah, starting to go a little bit cakey and splitty. Just around my nose there. Something that it's one of my problem areas anyway. Not settling in my smile lines. And seems it's going a little bit off on my chin, but not massively so. As you can see, all the rest of my makeup still looking fine, so no issues there. So there we go, that's 6 hours in. I will check in again at the end of the night before I go to bed and take all this off, so that we can see how it's done. It's probably going to be around 10 or 11 o'clock tonight that I check in, so it'll be a full day. It'll be a 10-11 hour wear test, which is what I always try to do for you. But so far, so good for the Kat Von D. I also quite like this setting powder that I tried. It seems to be keeping my oils really under control because I've not blotted, I've not added more powder. Okay, admittedly I've not been moving around a great deal. You know, it's been snowing here today, it's literally just stopped. The tea is people messaging me on my phone. Yeah, I've not been doing great. I've been editing videos and, you know, planning forthcoming videos for you. But yeah, it's doing really well. It's certainly controlling my oils nicely, which is great, but it's not going too cakey just yet. I clearly need to go and get another coffee, So I will see you all again at the end of the night. And I know I'm going to sound repetitive, but you know what to do by now. Alright, see you again at the end of the night, which is going to be a split second for you. Alright, see you soon. Hello! Final check-in for the night. It is coming up to 10 o'clock in the evening, so this has been on for 10 hours now. Let's scoot in and have a look and see how it's doing. Although it's not settled into the fine lines, it has cracked a little bit here on this deep one. And it is just starting to go, as you can see, it's starting to get a little bit cakey and blotchy under my eyes there. I do suffer with dry under eyes though, so that's not unusual. I've actually got foundation on the end of my nose, which is one of the things I love about that foundation. Splitting a little bit around the side of my nose, but then they always do. Hasn't settled into fine lines. Again, worn off my chin a little bit, but quite gracefully so. So all in all, it's done pretty well. Obviously full coverage foundation on older skin does have a habit of going cakey, particularly in the areas of my face which aren't oily. Now, my T-zone is my oily areas, and apart from the separating here and the cracking just up there and on this deeper frown here, it's actually coped really well. Do I like this? Yes. Do I approve it? Yeah, I do. All I would say is if you have dry skin, I would recommend a moisturising primer or maybe a strobe cream or some highlighting drops or something on your skin just underneath it, just to give a little bit more moisture to your skin, because obviously on the drier areas it has started to go a bit cakey. But to be honest, if you're only going to be wearing it for a night out, then it's going to see you through a night out without any problems at all. No worries on that score. Right, it is now time for me to get all of this off my face, do my usual big glass of water, and because hubby's got an early start in the morning and the snow that had stopped has restarted and it's coming down with a vengeance, and my road outside, which is a gritted road, currently has 2 inches of snow on it. Pray for me for the morning, will you? Because the way it's going right now, I'm going nowhere again tomorrow. And you know the worst thing? We're out of milk. The one thing I forgot to buy when we went shopping on Sunday was milk. Now thankfully, for my coffees, I have got sachet coffees and I can drink my coffee black at a push. But if anybody arrives and wants a cup of tea with milk, best they bring their own milk. Alright, on that note, I am going to head off. Hope you enjoyed this, hope you found it useful, informative, helpful maybe. If you liked it, please give me a like and consider pushing that subscribe button. If you do subscribe to my channel for more of this madness, don't forget to click the notification bell, because YouTube is shocking at notifying when you put videos up, and this way you won't miss a single one. Right, I'm off to bed. If you're watching this at night, sleep well. If you're watching it during the day, have a fab day. Alright then, speak to you soon. Bye bye now.